Hey guys, thanks for coming and hanging out with me. This is BynX Plays Spelunky, episode 6. So we're just gonna jump in and do a quick start here. Um, actually, you know what? Let's do this. Let's pick a new character. We've gotten a lot of characters over the last few runs, and let's just kind of check them out. I like that guy a lot. Got the Eskimo Man, Sombrero Man, Van Helsing, Construction Woman. I really like this. I really like this guy. I don't know his name or her name, for that matter. Just looks a lot of fun. Big goofy eyes, some horns, interesting haircut. I think it'll bring a little bit of a good vibe to these runs. So it's been a couple days since my last recording, and I actually have made quite a few adjustments on things, just in my webcam a little bit, but it should be looking pretty similar to what it was, just in my microphone, which I think actually came out quite well. You hate to see it. You hate to see it. First run today though, so we got cold hands. We got cold hands. Microphone I think should be looking a little bit better. I think I'm eventually gonna get a better microphone, but right now I really like this headset for a long time, and it's got a pretty solid mic. So I think I'm just gonna roll with it until it really starts annoying me. So, what did we learn last time we played? Last time we played, we had a few pretty stellar runs, and then a lot of bad ones in a row. We saw the Golden Monkey, we fought some shopkeepers. There's a lot going on in those levels, and then we got to, we had a really solid run to the second to the last part of the game. I am at 1 heart. This is a really bad floor 1. I don't know. I must have just missed my dog. We're just gonna carry on here. We're gonna see how far we can get. I don't have too much hope for this run, losing 3 health already, and not really having another way to get any other health. But yeah, you just gotta run through it. Rage quitting in this game just because you're not going to beat it doesn't make too much sense when you think about it, right? Every part of this game is just trying not to take damage as you go further and not missing things. So, I mean, realistically, I could just not take any more damage the rest of the game, right? And, if that's at least my goal and what I'm going towards, I'm going to continue to get better at the same rate without having to, just rage quit and pull out of the game and, get less opportunity. I'm just gonna use my dog. I mean, it hurts. It's always sad to see Saul take a hit like that. But Saul's an absolute champion. He can take a hit. Yeah, he can take a hit and come back at you, and not fret. 'Cause that's not what Saul does. He doesn't fret. He just came storming into the room. Oh no! I'm very sorry for that, Saul. That was mean. That was very mean of me. Where's Saul? Come hang out. Where'd you go? Come here. We'll see if he'll come say hello. So my dog died in this game. That's very sad. That's one of the things about like using them to pop arrow traps is that it works. Man, everything about that was bad. I should be able to kill him in like 3 hits. Yeah. This is just furthering the badness of this run. That's okay, we'll press on. So why was that bad? When you throw that bomb up there, if it's too low in the spider web, the explosion won't kill him. I don't understand how the explosion... Should have died there. I don't understand how the explosion works, to be honest. Like 100%. What's in there? Yeah, you knew that was gonna happen. So we'll just keep running it. I don't know. I started the series. We're at just like right around 150 deaths. We're already at 170. But I feel like, weirdly enough, I think I've gotten better, or pretty significant better over these last few episodes where I've been talking and kind of working through what I'm doing wrong and trying to actually assess it and talk about it, as opposed to just getting mad. And a lot of those deaths, I feel like early on I was definitely rage quitting a lot more. I've never been much of a rage quitter, but sometimes when you just keep taking bad damage, or I don't know, some competitive games just make it really easy to rage quit. I've been playing a lot of Super Smash Bros. Melee online because it's a game I've played pretty seriously for a really long time. I've been very interested in the competitive scene and what's going on. I'm not that good. I'm not good at any video game. As you guys, if you continue to watch me, we'll find out. But I'm pretty okay at a decent amount of video games. So I'm definitely much more okay at Melee than I am at Spelunky. But there was a new feature that just came out in the online version of Melee, where you use like Dolphin to play it. And you can just find random people to play online. And then there's also other cool technical stuff that happens with making the game faster and a more streamlined experience. That damage really hurt. That damage really hurt because, again, you know, I've talked about how I hate these snakes, and I hate that these snakes like ruin how I feel about myself in Spelunky. If that's not like the saddest thing you've ever heard. But the snakes, I take so much damage to them when I don't need to, and I shouldn't. Yeah, you know, realistically, I just shouldn't let stuff like that happen. But I do, and it's something you gotta get better at. But anyway, Melee came out with this online version where you can just play random people, and honestly, it's the easiest game to rage quit I've ever played in my entire life. You hit start. Just like you do in like the original game, you hit like LR, A start, and then you just hit Z, and then within like a quarter second, you just deleted that person, and you could start another game and find another random person, and it usually goes like really fast. So it's just it's fun. I think playing that allowed me to rage quit more, because I usually never rage quit because like I feel bad. And I don't like just jumping out of a game. But in that game, when you know that the other person can find a match in like 6 seconds, and you can find a match in 6 seconds, you don't necessarily feel bad about just rage quitting. Because it's not like you're inconveniencing them, right? Yeah, you're actually probably... you're probably making them pretty stoked. Cause they're like, that guy just got so salty, he just bailed immediately. Get wrecked. I know I take some pride when people rage quit against me. So I say I'm okay at Melee for a reason. And it's because technically, I'm very bad. Or at least I feel I'm very bad compared to some of my peers or people that I'll play against. Because I just miss input all the time. Melee's a really hard game. It's very technical, it's very fast, it's very kind of Twitch reaction based. So those arrows, when they get some open space and they just start bouncing like crazy. So I need to know what triggers those bombs, because I don't remember what video it was, but I rewatched it because I was so confused. I was just walking along the ground, and then what seemed like nothing happened, and then just a huge explosion appeared under me and insta-killed me. But what happened was that there was one of those explosive boxes built into the ground, and like something, like one of those skeletons like exploded kind of off screen. And the explosion had one little bone fragment land on the box. And just, you know, with 1 health, like, who are we to? Why not? I don't understand how this teleporter works. So we're just going to see if we can beat the game with it. Guess not. Guess not. Who could have predicted that? Who could have predicted that we didn't beat the game with the highest skill cap item the first time we actually mess around with it? So let's lock in here. I do want to get a good run in this episode. I want to stop getting bad damage. Most of the damage has been falling type stuff and not paying attention to spiders above me. I think I've probably taken about 3 hits to those dropping spiders, and they're pretty low tier as far as how basic enemy they are in the game. But at least they're not snakes where like you always know exactly where they are. The spiders, you actually have to be kinda on your game, I would say. I mean, it's not like you have to be like... That was really bad. For several reasons. But fine now. Spiders, you gotta be on top of your game, because they can fall from pretty far. You can trigger them from like a whole screen. That's pretty bad, but 1,500 gold for 1 rope is not the worst trade in the world. So we're sloppy right now, but we're not taking damage, which I think is important. So didn't see the dog. Don't want to go searching for the dog too much, because it'd be pretty expensive. Get out of here. I didn't know scorpions could be in pots. Let's see if this rock hurts him. Ah, ha 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 ha. Let's do a little exploring for the dog, just because we have some extra time here. I don't know. I don't see the dog. I don't even hear the dog, so you might be all the way back at the beginning of the level. So we'll just press on here. Well, went with bad that floor. Well, didn't take any damage, was kind of on top of things, didn't make many mistakes. All those things are very important moving forward. What did not go well? Did not find the dog, didn't explore right, used a rope without thinking about it, just fell into a pit normally. Those are all things we can improve on. Ooh, look at that arc. That was real smooth. You guys saw that. Smooth arc. That one hurts, but it's not something you can be too upset about. We're going to buy the climbing gloves as opposed to bomb box. Climbing gloves are something I just need to get better at. So I feel like the more... They are inarguably a very good item that I should be able to use, and I should be able to use effectively. So because of that, I need to start learning them. Otherwise, it's going to be hard for me to finish my goal being the best in the world at this game. That's not my goal. What are you talking about? What are you telling these people, man? I'm just going to apologize to this blue gem. It wasn't your fault. So this is good. We're going to get our clacky clack. Okay. We just don't worry about those. Like, those are things that suck. Okay, we're going to go as fast as we can here. We need to go as fast as we can here, and I'll tell you why. We have the chance to buy a bomb box, right? We'd have no idea if that's going to come later in the run. The smartest thing to do right now is to use our resources efficiently. Go buy that. Is that a terrible chill? Okay. Okay. Right on time. So, let's talk about that floor. Because that floor had some problems. That floor I messed up with the spider. We're gonna make him pay for that. Good double kill. Let's go. Esports. I definitely need that rock. Let's land on that guy just in case we need to. Look at that. Look at all that. Sorry, I'm losing my train of thought a little bit. All those arrow traps kind of mess with me. But what do we want to be doing here is a very good question. I'm glad that you asked. Or what do we want to kind of guarantee that we're getting on this floor? We can't be taking any more damage, honestly. Getting to the jungle with less than 4 is kind of a death sentence. You have to be really smart to get through it. There are just so many arrow traps in this level. More ropes is good, but not that important. Really good resources this game. Running back for those bombs, I think, was very smart. That's good. I'm glad that we did that. Having this many resources is really good. I hear Doggo. He sounded like he was in the left ear, but I didn't see him anywhere. Let's find the end of the level and just make sure he's not there. Once we know that, okay. I wish I had a timer. I don't know if it's a setting that I can add in. I'll check after this game to see if I can put the timer in. Because what the timer helps you with is knowing when the spooky ghost is coming. And that's pretty valuable, honestly. It's gonna take us 2. Oh no, it's gonna take us more than 2. That's weird. I'm going. I'm gonna move forward. Again, it hurts. It hurts not to have. Oh no. Really bad if the ghost was blocking my way. In order to face the ghost was blocking his way. Okay. Here's the plan. Ooh, okay. That was smart. Getting around the ghost is very scary. Very scary. And we're taking our time, so we're being smart. We're trying to check all the boxes. That was only level 3. I could have sworn that was the last level of the mines. I guess time just flies when you're having fun, right? So what do we want to see on this floor before we get to the jungle? Another shop would be good. I'm starting to gather some money. That's a shop that's like the worst shop you can ask for. Bombing that would be nice, just to go and get that crate immediately. But I might blow up the shopkeeper's place, and he gets like, there's things you can do to the shopkeeper in this game that are understandable, that him and his boys would want to chase you down and hunt you down and try and kill you the rest of the game, right? Pull out a shotgun, shoot him in the face. Yeah, absolutely. You know, freeze him and smash him with your whip and kill him. Totally understandable. Then there's things that just really aren't that cool. You set up an arrow trap that happens to go into it and hit him. Just screams, you know, terrorist, which is a little iffy if you ask me. And then just goes on a murderous rampage. You can like bomb like one of the rocks that's adjacent to it when you're just like digging or trying to do some other thing, and definitely not like affect his shop. In fact, the absolute last thing that you want is to mess with the shop. You don't care, dude. That's not his problem. What you wanted to do. He just decides that me and my murderous gang of people who look exactly like me, have the exact same health, and carry the exact same weapon, are going to chase you down and kill you and your dog. That's the one thing that really gets me. You know, if you want to come after me for shooting you or being a quote-unquote terrorist, as you like to call me, go after me. But when you start to mess with Saul, that's really where it becomes unforgivable. Now, I say that, and yet spend a lot of money in his shop. Spend a lot of money at that man's shop. You know, I gotta be the only person keeping him in business. There's a lot of bad things going on over there. I think just blowing that hole is actually awesome. And I was originally doing that. Here's another bomb. Admittedly, I was originally doing that not to... Just get out of here. I think we go to the worm. Oh no! Oh no, it's working. Okay. I was gonna say, because I think to get there, he has to be alive. Okay. So I don't know if we've done this on video yet, but this is the inside of the worm. I can't talk too much because coronavirus is trying to get me. So that's the first scary thing that happens, is that there are these coronavirus, and they're gonna try and kill me, which is not good. So this level is very long. It's gross, if you can see the sides. Paste, sweet. I didn't even know I could get that from here. This man-eater is being very nice, actually. That thing is killed. I can't even tell you how many times that thing's killed me. It's a lot. We're just gonna try and bomb through here as much as we can. Having a lot of bombs is something that I don't normally have on this level, so we're gonna use it. So, what is this level? I'm gonna be honest. I don't. No! No! Get out! Okay. I don't really know. I know a few things about it. No! Okay. Well, that went pretty cool. So that's the inside of the worm. That's how you get. I think it's a new skin based on like Super Meat Boy. So if we would have made it to the bottom, we would have found that. But that's a tough level. Those coronavirus are hard, and it's just like there's so much dropping. You have to be aware of, and a ton of drops are blind drops that lands in those pits. But hey, thanks for hanging out, guys. Like the video if you can, as someone who's new. So I want to say what my schedule is. So I'm going to be posting, and you'll see this as it starts, but it's going to be every single day at 5 p.m. There's going to be at least one video. That's going to be my schedule to start, and then I'm also going to record random stuff. So I'm going to kind of have a long backlog of videos that I'm always going to be adding to that'll be releasing scheduled at 5 p.m. every day, and then I'm just going to be releasing other stuff. Maybe doing some first impressions of stuff, maybe going over some games that, let's say, are free on Epic or something like that to try and not just play this 13-year-old game that no one's probably looking for anymore, but actually get some kind of new variety stuff and play some other things for you guys. But if you've been watching these videos, thanks for sticking with me. My name's Binks, and thanks so much for hanging out.